All right, let's talk about something that's become, well, just as essential as running water in our homes: Wi-Fi. It's this magical, invisible force that connects us to everything, right? But when it slows down to a crawl, oh, it is one of the most frustrating things ever. The good news? You can almost always fix it yourself. So in this explainer, we are going to dive in and get your network running at full speed.
You know that feeling? I mean, you really know it. You're just settling in for the big finale of your favorite show, you're on a super important video call, and then there it is, the spinning wheel of death, that endless buffering circle, a frozen screen. It's a total modern-day nightmare. But seriously, the good news is you're not helpless. There are some really simple steps you can take to banish that buffer symbol for good.
So here's our game plan. We're going to tackle this with a 3-level approach to get your internet back on the fast track. We'll start with the super simple, no-cost solutions anyone can do. Then we'll move on to tweaking a few settings for peak performance. And finally, for those really stubborn dead zones, we'll look at some hardware upgrades.
Okay, let's jump right into level 1, the quick wins. I love these because they're simple things you can do in the next 5 minutes, and honestly, they can make a shocking amount of difference to your internet speed. I know. It sounds almost too simple, right? Have you tried turning it off and on again? But there's a reason it's the first thing tech support always asks. When you reboot your router, you're clearing out its short-term memory, wiping away any temporary glitches it's picked up, and you're letting it install any new updates. Just unplug it from the wall, wait about 30 seconds, go grab a drink, and then plug it back in. That one simple act can give you a massive, instant boost in performance.
Where you physically put your router matters way more than you probably think. See, Wi-Fi signals are just radio waves, and they spread out from the router like ripples in a pond. So if you put it in a central, high-up spot, like on top of a bookshelf, you give it the best possible chance to cover your entire home. Now, you absolutely want to keep it away from big metal objects like a filing cabinet, and especially microwaves. And this is the crazy part. A lot of microwaves operate on the same 2.4 gigahertz frequency as your Wi-Fi. So when you're heating up last night's pizza, you could literally be scrambling your internet signal. And yeah, hiding it in a cabinet looks neat, but you're basically putting your Wi-Fi in a box. Let it breathe. Now, a strong password isn't just about keeping the bad guys out. It's also about performance. Think about it. If your password is password123, you might have neighbors or their guests hopping onto your network without you even knowing. Every single device they connect is like another car on your private highway, and it just eats up your bandwidth. So by using a good mix of letters, numbers, and symbols to create a really complex password, you lock down your network and make sure that you're the only one using the speed you actually pay for. Okay, so what if the easy fixes didn't quite solve all your problems? Well, it's time for level 2. We're going to roll up our sleeves and tweak a few settings. Now, this might sound a little technical, but I promise it's actually really straightforward, and it can have a huge impact on your Wi-Fi stability and speed. So, most modern routers are dual band, which means they broadcast on 2 different frequencies, 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. Here's a simple way to think about it. The 2.4 gigahertz band is like a long-range truck. It can travel further, and it's much better at punching through walls, but it's a bit slower, and the highway it's on is way more crowded. The 5 gigahertz band, on the other hand, is like a sports car. It's way faster, and there's a lot less traffic, but it doesn't have the same long-distance range. So the trick is to use the right one for the job. Connect your high-speed devices, like your 4K TV or your game console, to the 5 gigahertz band if they're close to the router. For your phone or laptop that you carry around the house, the 2.4 gigahertz is probably the more stable choice. Okay, picture this. You live in an apartment building. Your Wi-Fi network isn't the only one out there. You've got dozens of your neighbors' networks all broadcasting at the same time. If all those networks are using the exact same Wi-Fi channel, it's like everyone trying to merge into the same single lane on a highway. It just creates a massive digital traffic jam. By manually picking a less crowded channel, you're basically steering your car into a wide-open express lane. That can dramatically reduce interference and speed everything up. And changing that channel is easier than it sounds. You just log into your router's settings using a web browser. The IP address and the login info are almost always printed on a little sticker right on the router itself. Once you're in, you just look for something called wireless settings, and you'll see a drop-down menu for the channel. You can even find apps for your phone that'll scan the area and tell you which channels are the least congested. But honestly, you can also just try a few different ones and see what works best. Just don't forget to hit save. So, what if you've done all that and you still have that one back bedroom where the Wi-Fi signal just dies? At this point, it might not be your settings. It might be time for level 3, a hardware upgrade. This is the real deal for larger homes, older houses with thick plaster walls, or just anyone who needs a perfectly rock-solid connection everywhere, no exceptions.
Okay, this technology is seriously clever. Powerline adapters basically turn your home's electrical wiring into a high-speed network. You plug one adapter into a wall outlet near your router, and then connect it with a little Ethernet cable. Then you take the second adapter and plug it into any other outlet in your house. And that's it. You've just created a stable, wired-like connection that runs right through your walls. It's an amazing solution for a gaming console or a desktop PC that's stuck in a faraway room. Now, for the ultimate fix, the undisputed champion of home Wi-Fi, there's a mesh network. Instead of one single router trying desperately to cover your whole house, a mesh system uses multiple little Wi-Fi points that you place around your home. And the brilliant part is they all work together to create one giant, seamless Wi-Fi network. It's like draping a powerful, invisible blanket of perfect Wi-Fi over your entire property. It ensures you have a strong signal absolutely everywhere. And right here, you can really see the difference. A traditional router is like a single lighthouse. The further away you get, the weaker the light, and you get these dark spots, or dead zones. A mesh network, on the other hand, is like having a series of perfectly placed streetlights all over your property. No more dead zones. Your phone or laptop just automatically connects to whichever point has the strongest signal as you move around. It's seamless, it's smart, and it gives you total, flexible coverage.
So let's just do a quick recap of our 3-level fix-it plan. You always start with level 1, the easy stuff. Reboot your router, put it in a better spot, and lock it down with a strong password. If you need more, you move to level 2. Optimize your signal by picking the right frequency for your devices and finding a clear, uncongested channel. And finally, if you're ready to declare total war on dead zones, level 3 is the big overhaul, upgrading to a Powerline or a full mesh system for perfect coverage.
And there you have it, a clear, step-by-step path from a frustrating, slow connection to the fast, reliable Wi-Fi you deserve. You're now officially equipped with the tools to diagnose and fix your own network problems. So the only real question left is, which one of these fixes are you going to try first? I hope this explainer helped you find a solution.